Hi guys, how is everyone doing tonight? Uh, I don't know when this illness will end that I have. I don't know what to do or say though. Anyways, um, I miss the good old days when I was well and alive and kicking a couple of years ago. Um, on the 8th of September 1993, I was born. And on the 8th of September 2023, I'm going to turn 30 years old. My mother told me that at this age people are married and they have children. So maybe I should also get married. No, just joking. Anyways, when I was 9 years old, the angel Gabriel came in my dream in 2003, and that is something special that happens to a person. When I was 4 to 5 years old, my mother used to sing me a song every day before going to sleep when we were living at my grandparents' house in Lahore. Yes, and I can still remember those days. In 1998 July, my mother and I went to Washington DC when I was around 5 years old, and we met our mother's sister, and it was just lovely. We watched the movie Titanic, and I used to go to sleep in my mother's lap, and we used to watch that movie once or twice. I was a normal kid way back then, and I did not have any issues like I do now, and those were the good old days. And then in July 2003, I went to Hawaii to visit my mother's sister for around 10 to 11 days, and those were the best days of my life. I used to listen to the song Dil Se Re from an Indian movie, and we used to go on the beaches. We used to go to the Pearl Harbor, Honama Bay, Waikiki, the beach, and all those great awesome places, listening to Indian music. It was just incredible. So I miss those days a lot, and when I did not have any of these issues and I was perfectly normal, I was free of this illness. And then in 2004, I went to Athens, Greece with my father and stepmother, and those were the best days of my life. I mean, I don't know about my life, but they were great times. I was a normal kid. I used to live in Lahore, but I wanted to live in Islamabad, but I do live in Islamabad now, as a matter of fact. And then I used to come to Islamabad, and my father and my stepmother we used to go to Hotspot, which is a ice cream place in F7. We used to have ice cream. My favorite ice cream was the Supersonic Super Fudge Sundae. Apart from that, we used to go to Papa Sali's. We used to go to the Marriott Hotel. We used to go to Serena, and I just loved roaming around on the streets of Islamabad, Pakistan, listening to music, especially to Kevin Little and Modern Talking and all those great singers and musicians and music of those times. It was just incredible. I really cherished those moments when I was well and my grandparents were alive. My grandfather used to take me here and there in Lahore, and I miss my grandparents. They passed away a couple of years ago, and I really miss them. And I miss those good old days when I was well. I used to do normal things and normal children. I did not have this illness. So I don't know what to say or do though. But this illness has just ruined everything in my life. So I think I'm special, because the angel Gabriel came in my dream when I was 9 years old. So I'm special. I don't know what to say about God or anything like that. So you've watched my previous videos and you know what I'm talking about. The illness I have, voices and compulsions, and just terrible. I mean, now that this illness has started, it's not gonna end. That's the bitter reality. The compulsions bother me all the time, and the voices happen quite often, and no matter how hard I try, I'm unable to control them. But I want to travel. I want to go to Karachi. I want to go to Athens, Greece, and chillax on the beach, listening to nice songs from the 1980s. I love my country, Pakistan, and I love it in Islamabad, which is the capital of Pakistan. I like going to all the restaurants, and ice cream places and the cafes and all that stuff. Although I'm becoming diabetic, I don't want to get diabetes because it's terrible. I want to become a writer and become the world's most famous author, but I don't know when my suffering will end and stuff like that. I have a lot of books to read, I have a lot of writing to do, I have a lot of articles to write, I have to do all that stuff. Today is a Friday and I'm in Islamabad, Pakistan, my beloved city of my beloved Pakistan. And at night we're going to have a party so that I feel better and enjoy, because I'm very depressed and miserable. So we're going to have a party at our house and I'm going to feel nice. I'm waiting for the light to come, because you know there's a lot of load shedding in Pakistan and the light goes away for hours and hours and it doesn't come. I want to watch TV. I love Washington DC and I want to live in Washington DC, as my favorite writer Christopher Eric Hitchens lived in Washington DC and he passed away a couple of years ago. Anyways, there are very nice bookshops in Pakistan. For example, the Said Book Bank and the Old Books Collection, who is my friend, and he gives me very cheap books. As I told you before, I went there a couple of days and I got 2 novels for 800 rupees and just incredible. I want to travel the world. I really want to go to Greece, Athens and Santorini Islands, Crete, Greece, and the second largest city of Greece called Thessaloniki, which is close to Turkey. I want to go to Greece badly. Yes. I will be the happiest person on earth if my sufferings end, and I don't know when they'll end. I'm really hungry and I feel like having something nice to eat, maybe bread and butter with 2 eggs. I love to eat and I like having sweet things to eat. I have a very big sweet tooth and I don't know what to say though. I've been to Canada 7 times. Last time I was in Canada was in 2013, and I used to sing Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen outside the Eaton Centre shopping mall in Toronto, Canada, and used to have a lovely time. I miss those good old days. I should have stayed in Canada, but the problem with Canada is that it snows more than half of the time, so it's no use going there. But Toronto in the summers is really classy and nice, especially the Chapters and Indigo bookshop and the Dundas Square. The subway and everything is just amazing. New York City is great. Washington DC is great. Hawaii is awesome. And I miss my mother's sister, who I have not met since August 2007, which means I have not met her in more than 15 years. I really miss her. I miss my grandparents, who passed away a couple of years ago. And I hope I'm able to do everything I like and become a writer. As you know, I've read over 330 books, but that's not enough. No matter how many books you read, it's never enough. Apart from that, I have over almost 450 to more than 500 books in my room, but I've not counted them recently, but there are hundreds of books I have in my room, as you can see. And I have a TV in my room as well, on which you can watch movies and dramas and all that kind of stuff, guys. This is Danial Tanveer, a writer, an author who will change the course of history. And I believe in aliens and UFOs, unidentified flying objects, just like Shirley MacLaine, my favorite actress. Anyways, the movies I like are Hotel Rwanda, Blood Diamond, and A Beautiful Mind. And I can relate to a movie A Beautiful Mind as well, because he has the same thing, schizophrenia. Okay, bye guys.